that. Now with these niggas, don't love these niggas, bust off these niggas.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl JJ, and I am back with another video. So, y'all, I'm coming at y'all with another story time. But before we get into the story time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Because what? Because who? Because we on our way to 10K. I just got to 8,000 subscribers. But anyways, y'all, so before we get into the story time, I just want to give y'all a little bit of information real quick. So y'all was going crazy about that last story time that I told y'all about my boss and the cupcakes. So y'all brought me out of retirement. I'm coming back to sell my cupcakes for y'all, so y'all can try them and let me know what y'all think about them. So I'm gonna give y'all more information really soon. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna be making my cupcakes again. I'm so happy about it. But anyways, let's jump into the story time. So y'all, this most definitely, I had to take out this story because I feel like this story was just crazy. Like, this was wild. And mind you, I was freshly 18. So this story is most definitely gonna be about me and Cash going on a run. I went on a run with him. He was the one on the run, not me. So y'all, this is when I had first met Cash. And don't mind my AC. Don't mind my AC, y'all. It's hot and I gotta, yeah. Anyway, so y'all, this is when I was 18 years old. I had just met Cash. We was probably together for about like a good, I want to say 6 months. Yeah. So 6 months into our relationship, he would tell me the things that he did. I was so in love and so dumb that even though he told me the things he did, y'all, I did not care. Like, I didn't care that he was, stealing stuff, because that's what he did. He stole and he took from people. And yeah, so he was basically telling me like, oh, like something had happened and he had to turn himself in. But he was like, he gonna do the dash because he not turning himself in. So y'all, I'm just like, well, what do you mean? Like, what, so I'm asking him more things. Like, he's telling me pretty much like what happened and that he have to do some time, but he don't want to do the time. Like, he just gonna go on a run. Like, y'all, I really don't know what he was thinking. Mind you, Cash was a little bit older than me, but y'all, Cash used to, I don't know what was up with him. Like, I really cannot tell y'all what was up with this man, but he was crazy. And I told y'all that this was my first thug. Like, this was my first just menace to society. So, it last kind of, but yeah. So y'all, I'm just like confusion. Like, I'm so confused and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, first of all, I'm sad that this man got to go to jail. He got to turn himself in. But then with him saying that he gonna just run, like, I'm terrified, because I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, why are you trying to run from the police? So yeah, y'all, like, so I'm 18 years old. My boyfriend just told me that he about to go on a run. And he's telling me like, oh, I'm not going to see you for a while because, you feel me, I'm going to be gone. Y'all, I'm so damn, oh, Lord, I was so dumb back then. I'm just like, no, Cash, like, you're not leaving me. Like, I'm coming with you. Like, what do you mean? Like, no, we're going to do the dash together. Like, we're going on a run together. I'm coming with you. Like, I'm not about to go without seeing you, then be worried about you. Y'all, I was so damn stupid. Oh, my God. So, he thought about it and he was just like, okay, well, if you're going to come with me, come. You need to get you some clothes. You need to get all the stuff that you need. And we got to pack and we got to go. So, y'all, at this time, I was staying at his house because we literally moved in with each other. Well, I moved in at his mama's house. We were not even together a whole month. So, I had stuff still at my mama's house and I had stuff at his house. So, I'm just like, okay, well, I need to go to my mama's house to, like, get some stuff that I need and, like, get more clothes and other things that I have at my mom's. So Cash was like, okay, cool. So y'all, we jump in his little scraper because y'all feel me. Stop playing with Cash. Cash had a scraper on foes, okay? Had the old school on foes. Like, if you grew up in the Bay, then you know, okay? I had me a real dreadhead with a scraper on foes, okay? Anyways, so he took me to my house. At this time, I had lived in Hayward. So he took me to my house. I packed all my stuff. I told my sister Tori, like, I'm gonna be gone for a minute, yeah, I didn't really tell her too much, but I just pretty much just told her like, I'm gonna be gone for a minute. Me and Cash about to leave out of the city. So she just like, what? Like, y'all, and what's so crazy is you would think that I would have told my mama like I'm leaving to go do something. Y'all, I did not tell my mama nothing. Like, I didn't tell my mama or my dad nothing. Like, I literally just went there, packed me some shit up and left, which is crazy because what the fuck was I thinking, okay? So, you know, like on our ride back, I'm just telling Cash, like, I'm scared. Like, what is going to happen? Like, if you do get caught, like, what can happen? He was just like, you feel me? I'm just going to have to sit down. I'm going to have to sit down and do my time. But he used to always ask me, like, is you going to hold me down? And I used to tell him, like, yeah, I'm going to hold you down. Like, why would I not hold you down? Mind you, I'm broke as hell. What am I going to hold down? You're making all the money. Y'all, because Cash took me from my environment to live, you know, with his mama, which was over the fucking waters, because we're the, like, it was not in my area. And I would do hair, and you know, I did have a job at one point, but yeah, like when Cash came into my life, I completely just like went under his wing, and he just was taking care of me, because y'all, Cash was a D-boy. So, you know, he was getting bread, he was making his own money, and he was taking people's things too. So, you know, Cash had it. So I was good. So, you know, like, we just like talking about everything, and he was just like, you know, like, I got you, I love you, like, we gonna be together. And you know, like, y'all, Cash really had me living a fairy tale. Like, I really look back on that relationship, and I just be like, that was some like hood fairy tale type shit, like a real hood fantasy type shit, you know. So we just like talking about everything, and I'm just like, well, where we gonna go? Like, what we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna do this? Like, y'all, of course I seen shit like this on TV, but I ain't never been in a situation like this. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm losing my mind, because I'm just like, oh my god. So his mom ended up actually getting us the hotel. So she got us the hotel, and it was in her name and stuff, so we just had to go there. And she had already checked in. So yeah, we pretty much already had that situated and all of that. Like, his mama pretty much handled that for him. So we get to the room, and I'm just like, I'm scared, y'all. Like, I cannot lie to you. Like, 18-year-old me, terrified. Mind you, when I first met Cash, oh my god, y'all, Cash had all these. He had them all. So when I first met him, he was just like, come here, you know, like, come here. Like, when I first like went to his house, I want to say this was like the first time ever, he was just like, come here, let me show you something. So he opens this closet, and when he opens the closet, y'all, when I say that mother flipper was filled up with so many blicks, like so many of them, and I'm just looking like, that was my first time ever seeing a chop. Like, I was literally looking at a chop, and I'm just like, what the, so that's the one I go for, because I'm like, I want to hold that one. Like, y'all, I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm like, I want to hold that one. Like, I want to see that one. So, y'all, I pick up the chop. I'm just like holding it. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, you feel me? I didn't point it though, but you know, I'm just like analyzing it, because I'm just like, dang, I only seen these on Hood to Hood and like movies. I ain't never really seen this in life, like in real life. So I'm just like, wow, this is cool. Like, he's showing me all the big shit, then he starts showing me the little shit. So when he started showing me the little shit, y'all, I seen the, oh my god, I fell in love with this pink little Deuce 5. He had this, oh my god, y'all, the Deuce 5 was so little and so cute, and it had this little pink pearly little handle, and I was obsessed. I was in love. I was like, I want that one. That's the one I want. So from then, you know, like when I moved in, Cash gave me that to just carry in my purse. So y'all, I used to really walk around with a Deuce 5 in my purse like I was going to use it, because first of all, I didn't even know how to use it. I don't even know why he gave it to me, honestly. I don't know what Cash thought we were going to be. I don't know if he thought we were Bonnie and Clyde, or I don't know if he thought we were going to be like the next little, I don't know, y'all, but Cash used to have me on some like real hood fairy tale type shit, like on some real hood shit. So, you feel me? I always had that. So, you know, when we did go to the room, I had mine. You know, he had his. Don't know why we had this. Like, I really don't. I can't even explain to y'all, okay? So, we had our little weapons of choice. So, you feel me? Like, we get to the room. We unpacking all of our stuff. You know, I'm about to get in the shower. So, I take my little thing out, put it on the dresser. You know, I'm unpacking my stuff, getting my body wash, getting my clothes together. You know, we settling in. So I hop in the shower, of course, you know, Cash meets me in there, and we get out and we just like talking, and we just like, I don't know, y'all, me and Cash relationship, it was so like a real ghetto love story, but we couldn't relate to each other. Like, we could literally sit there and just like chop it up and have a whole conversation. It just felt so like natural from the beginning. So that's how I feel like that's how we fell in love with each other, because we could just talk to each other. Like, it just felt so good. Oh my god. So we just like talking, and I'm just like, Cash, like, how are we gonna do this? Like, what are we gonna do? So he was just like, we're gonna stay in this hotel for, you know, as long as we can, and then we're gonna go to another city, and we just gonna keep going to city, and you know, that's just what we're gonna do. So I'm just like, I'm down for it. Like, y'all, I didn't Cash could have been like, we're going to the moon next week, then we're gonna go to the sun, then after the sun we're gonna head up to Mars. And I would have been like, okay babe, let me go get my spacesuit. Like, let me find a cute spacesuit. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I was delusional as hell over this man, okay? Like, when you look up the word delusional, you're gonna see my picture right there smiling like this. So yeah, we ended up taking a nap, and then when we woke up, I was just like, you know, like, I'm hungry, let's go get us some food. So we ended up getting some food. His mom ended up calling him. He's talking on the phone with his mom, and she just like, you know, like, are you safe, son? Like, what's going on? How y'all doing? Like, y'all good? And we just like pretty much just talking to her and telling us like, oh, we're gonna go get some food, but you know, we're pretty much good. So she like, okay, you know, like, just checking in with you. So we ended up hanging up. We go get us some food. You know, we go head back to the room. And that was pretty much our thing. Like, we were good. Like, we were just like pretty much just hiding out in the hotel room. Like, it was nothing. Like, it didn't even feel like we were even, it was even bad. It just felt like we was on like a mini vacation. So we 3 days in, right? 3 days in. We get up like normal, get ourselves together, and then we're going out to go get us some food. So we was heading to Fridays. So we're heading to Fridays, and on our way there, we got pulled over by the police. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was terrified don't even seem, I can't even really say terrified. I was shitting bricks, okay? I was fucking nervous as fuck. Like, I felt like, oh my God, Cash about to go to jail. Oh my God, like, what am I gonna do without my man? Like, I'm like literally losing my mind for a minute, but I'm like keeping it together. Like, I'm keeping it together. I'm just like, okay, babe, like, you feel me? Like, pull over. Don't try to do the dash. Like, don't try to do the race now. Just, you know, pull over and give him your brother name. Give me your wallet. Like, give me your ID, because they never checked me. Like, they never ever checked me. Like, the police never really went through my things ever. So I'm like, give me your ID, like, give me your wallet, and we could just say that you left your wallet, you feel me, at home because we were rushing. I'm like, we could just play this shit off, like, you feel me? So he gives me his wallet. I put it at the bottom of my fucking purse. Mind you, this is when I used to have big ass purses with so much shit. And at the bottom of my purse, it was like a hole. But you only would know if you stick your hand deep up in there and shit, you know? So I stuck it in that little hole part, like way at the bottom. So when the police pull us over, he just like, you know, asking for all the information on the car. So Cash played that shit off, y'all. Cash is like a number, man, just call him Denzel, because that motherfucker's an actor, okay? So he's just like, okay, officer, you know, like, how you doing? And the officer just like, the officer was cool though, I will say that. You know, they talking to both of us, like, he's talking to both of us, and pretty much, you know, he asking for the registration and all of that. Car was registered to his brother. So, you know, this really played a role, and like, this was really cool. So he grabbed the registration out, he reached into his wallet, and he just like, babe, oh shit, like, I left my wallet at home. And I'm just like, how you leave your wallet at home when you, like, we're going to go eat? Like, why would you leave your wallet? So y'all, we really playing it off. And he just like, officer, I'm sorry, like, I left my wallet at home. Like, I don't have any identification, like, I don't have anything to give you. And he was just like, all I have is like my paperwork that's in the glove department. He was like, but it is my car, you know, and this is my name, like, this is my information. So, you know, the police officer, I will say, y'all, that police officer was so damn cool, to the point where he was just like, okay, you know, like, hang tight real quick, like, let me go run this to see, you know, like, he went back, you know, and when he left and went to the car, I'm just like, oh my God, like, y'all, I'm nervous as fuck. Cash nervous as fuck. Like, we just sitting there nervous as fuck, holding hands, like, Lord, please. I'm over there praying, like, y'all, I'm over there shaking, rocking. I'm just like, Lord, please let us get out of this. Oh my God, like, please don't let this man go to jail. Like, no, it can't happen right here. No, we're not even close to his home. Like, please, Lord, do not let this happen. So we just sitting there for a minute, y'all. I swear, I felt like I was sweating so bad. Oh my God, I felt like I was sweating so bad. So the police officer come back, and he's just like, okay, well, everything looks good, you know, make sure you don't leave without your wallet again, because, you know, you need some type of identification before you leave and go out into the world, and like, anything can happen. He's like, so try to always make sure you keep your identification on you. He was like, but everything is good. And he was just like, y'all have a good day. Y'all, when I tell you, I was just like, for real, like, I was in my mind like, For real? So, you know, we sitting there for a minute and like we just like kind of like talking. So like the officer ended up getting back on his bike and like driving off, and we just like sitting there like just talking. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, like we making it seem like I don't know why we was being so extra, but we just like, you know, like talking about it. And I'm just like, okay, well, we can go back home. Like, y'all, I'm just like trying to make it seem like we really just, oh my God, like we really was playing that shit off. I swear to God, like the acting was there. The acting was like, it was perfect. I'm telling y'all. But I was just like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. So y'all, at that point, I wasn't even hungry no more. I'm like, I don't even want to go to Fridays. Like, we need to find somewhere else to go. So we ended up just turning the fuck around, grabbing something from Jack in the Box and going back to the room. So we ended up going back to the room. And when we pull up to the room, like, y'all, I literally just started crying because I'm just like, oh my, I am terrified. Like, now I'm scared because I'm like, we were this close with police contact. Like, bro, if that man wanted to be an asshole, he could have just like did the most. Like, he didn't do the most, thank God. But I'm just like, I am terrified. We need to go somewhere where we're not going to be able to leave or do anything. Your car is hot. Like, your car is most definitely was making the police pull you over, because I noticed that every time Cash had a scraper with some rims, big rims on it, that's when we had the most police contact. Like, even before, you know, he was supposed to turn himself in, like even after, like his car was always something that made the police pull him over. So I was just like, we got to come up with another plan. So he just like, okay, I think I got another plan. Like, let me call around and see like who house we could just go stay at. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Like, let's just go stay somewhere, duck off, and then figure out what we gonna do. Because at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, like, how much time you gotta do? Because baby, just go ahead and sit down. Because us running, how long we gonna be running? So he ended up calling up his cousin. So he called his cousin. We're gonna call his cousin Cannon, because I see a Cannon right here. So he called his cousin Cannon. He just like, Cannon, like, you feel me? Like, I need somewhere to go. Like, do you know anywhere like I can go just like sit down, me and my girl? Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not trying to turn myself in. Like, that's out. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So Kenny was just like, you feel me? Just like, I got this little bitch that live, you feel me, in Redwood City. Like, we can go up over there. But she cool as fuck. She a dancer. So, you feel me? Y'all go over there. Y'all could chill. You feel, I'm in and out because I'm here. But then I'm also at my baby mama house. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, so you be with your baby mama and you got your side bitch, but you feel me, that's none of my business. That was none of my business. So yeah, he pretty much saying like, I be there every few days and then I, you know, transition, I go to my baby mama house. So, you know, I be kind of like back and forth. So Cash was just like, okay, you feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, is it really good? Like, is it cool? Like, you feel me? Like, is she gonna be tripping? Like, is it gonna be a problem? Like, is it really good? He was just like, yeah, like, it's good. Like, she ain't gonna be tripping. You feel me? I'll run that shit. That's basically like my house. I pay bills in that bitch too. So we just like, okay, bet. So Cash was like, okay, like, when can we go? He was just like, let me call her up. Let me see you, like, what's going on. And you feel me? We can probably just set this shit in motion at least for, you know, the next day. So, you know, me and Cash talking about it, I'm just like, okay, honestly, I feel more comfortable being in somebody's house, just, you know, in there versus in and out of a hotel room and police contact. So he was just like, okay, that's what we're going to do. We just going to go to Cannon's girl house and we just going to duck off there. So he called his mama and he let his mama know. And she just like, okay, well, I'm going to have to come get the car and maybe park the car in the garage because, you feel me, like, yeah, the car is hot. Like, the car most definitely is probably the real reason why y'all keep coming across the police. So, well, why y'all coming across the police? So she was just like, okay, cool. I'll just bring your brother. We'll come pick the car up. Your brother will come pick up the car, take the car back to the house, and then I'll just drop y'all off. So I'm just like, okay, you know, like, that's cool with me. That's fine. And he was just like, all right, mama, you know, come around this time. So we planned for everything for like the next day. So we stayed up all night just like talking and, you know, just doing, I feel like me and Cash, we just really had that relationship, y'all. We would get so fucking high and just talk. We would get so high and freestyle. Like, Cash can fucking rap, okay? Cash should have been a rapper. Like, on some real shit, he should have been a rapper because, y'all, Cash really used to really freestyle. I only can freestyle when I'm high. So we got so fucking high and started just like freestyling, battling. Like, y'all, we was so, oh my God, we was so in love. So, you know, we do our thing. We get the fucking like crazy because that's what we used to do, y'all. Fuck like rabbits. So we doing our thing and, you know, we pass out, we go to sleep. The next day come. His mom is at the hotel. You know, she's just like, okay, well, I'm here. Is y'all ready? We got all our stuff packed because I had already packed up everything when I knew that we were going to be going to Cannon's girl's house. So we ended up meeting his mom. We go to the car. We put all our stuff in the car. We head to Redwood City to Cannon's girl's house. And we're going to call Cannon's girl. We're going to call her... We're going to call her... We just going to call her the girlfriend because she don't need no fucking name. So we pull up to the house. He called Cannon, you feel me? Cannon come outside, meet us. He you know, say what's up to Cash mama. They speaking because this was his cousin. So, you know, they speaking or whatnot. And yeah, so we end up leaving, saying goodbye again to his mama, giving our hugs and stuff. And she just like, y'all be safe. Mind you, his mama didn't have no problem with none of this shit that was going on. Like, she was just like, you really love my son and I love that and da 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 da. But it wasn't like, girl, you're 18 years old, take your little ass home. It was none of that. It was just like, you know, like, you really love him, you stay down for him, girl. Like, it was, girl, y'all, it was ghetto. So we go upstairs. We end up, you know, meeting the girlfriend, and Kenna introduced us, like, you feel me, this Cash, and this is his girl. And, you know, we introduced ourselves, and she's just like, girl, you're pretty. And I'm just like, you're pretty too. You know, like, she was dark skinned. She was real chocolate. She had she had like this cute little weave in her hair. Like, she had a body on her. Ass was big as shit. Like, she had a big old butt, y'all. Like, her booty was so big. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. And she was a dancer. So I could totally see how and why she made a lot of money, because she had ass on her, okay? And she was pretty. So she was just like, yeah, girl, like, oh my God. So we hit it off like fast, like just completely fast. So, you know, she was just like, come here, like, you know. So I went in her room and we were just like talking, and Cannon and Cash was in the living room talking. So she just like, yeah, girl, like, what's going on? Like, you know, Cannon told me a little bit of what's going on, but like, girl, you not scared? And I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm scared. Like, I'm terrified. I'm like, I am like really afraid. Well, she was just like, she was telling me, she was just like, okay, well, I gotta go to work tonight, but y'all more than welcome to anything in here, like food, you know, like, here's the towels, y'all need to take a shower. She was like, everything, lotions, body sprays, body wash, like, everything is here. Like, she's pretty much showing me everything. Like, she's making me feel very welcome. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, like, I feel welcome as hell. So she was like, yeah, girl, it's good. Like, I gotta go to work. She was like, but you should come to my club. Like, you should audition there, girl, because she was like, you can make a lot of money. And I was just like, I'm scared to be a stripper. She was just like, girl, it's not that bad, like, at all. It is not that bad at all. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, please, I don't got no ass like you. Like, you got a nice ass body shape. Like, I didn't feel like my shape was bad, but my shape was not like that. And she was just like, girl, it really don't even matter. Like, all you gotta do is really just have a personality and you gonna make some money. And I'm just like, word? Like, for real? So she was just like, yeah, girl. She was like, but I'm about to get ready. Like, let me shower real quick, and then, you know, I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'll talk to you about it more. So I'm just like, okay, girl. So, y'all, I'm just like, off the bat, I'm just like, okay, she cool as fuck. Like, I'm loving the girlfriend, okay? I'm loving the dancer. She, you know, she lit. So I ended up going back in the living room talking to Cash and stuff, and I'm just like telling him like, yeah, like, Kenny's girlfriend is a dancer, and, you know, she was telling me like I should audition. And he was like, you really want to do that? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I'm scared, but it would be some money to help, you know, like, it could be something to do. And he was just like, well, if it's something that you want to do, then I support it, you know, like, hell yeah, if you want to do it. Y'all, Cash was so supportive. Like, he didn't judge nothing that I ever wanted to do. Like, Cash was that boyfriend that was just like, if I want to sell lemonade, Cash gonna be right there squeezing the fucking lemons and picking them off the tree. Like, that's how he was. Like, he supported any and everything I wanted to do. So he was just like, you feel me? Like, if that's something you want to do, then go for it. So I was just like, oh my God, I don't know though. Like, I'm shy. So he's just like, you feel me? Just talk to her more about it. So she get out the shower. So I'm in the bathroom with her. And the way her bathroom was set up, it was like a nice sized bathroom. Like, I'm not gonna lie, her apartment was really, really nice. But her bathroom was super big to where she had like these little stools. And it was 2 stools. So she had one by her sink and one like on the side of her sink. So I'm sitting on the one on the side of her sink, and she's sitting at the one in front of her sink. And she has like her little mirror set up. And she has like all her makeup spread out. At this time, y'all, I didn't wear makeup at all. So I'm just like watching her do her makeup, and I'm just like intrigued as hell, because I'm just like, dang girl, like you doing your thing, like you doing a good job. So I'm like, yo, makeup is pretty as hell. Like she's doing her eyeshadow, and she was just like, girl, I call this my clown makeup. She was like, when I go to the club, I put on so much fucking makeup, you know, like to attract the people with money, because that's what they like. She was like, but girl, I'll do your makeup too. Like whenever you ready to dance, she was like, I got you. She was like, auditioning is on every Thursday and every Wednesday. So I was just like, okay, like, all right. I'm like, I gotta get something to wear and stuff. She was like, girl, don't even trip. Like, don't worry about all of that. She was like, I'll do your makeup, I'll fix your hair, I'll do all of that. At this time, y'all, I used to have, what did I name? Floozy. So Floozy used to do my hair. So at this time, I most definitely had like a sewing weave with like some braids in the front, because that's the style that she would do. Like, yeah. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm just still watching her do her makeup, because I'm just thinking to myself, like, The Players Club was always my favorite movie. You feel me? Now I remember what Diamond did on top of that pole. Like she was doing like this, you know, and you know, like I pretty much I got that part down packed. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get on that pole, and that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all, I'm just in my mind like, am I really gonna do this? Like, mind you, I wasn't auditioning that week. I was gonna audition the following week, if you know, that's what I decided to do. But I'm over there still just like nervous. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go back in the living room with Cash, and I'm just like, Cash, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna just see how it go. Like I'm gonna just try. So he was just like, okay baby, like I support you, like do it. So we ended up just like watching TV and, you know, cuddling and just like talking about what we was gonna do, talk about our future, just talking about everything. Because y'all, that's all me and Cash would do is fucking, yeah, that nigga knew how to sell me a dream, okay? If he was selling dreams, I was buying them. But anyway, so the girlfriend, she's about ready to leave about the door. She's showing me her outfit that she about to be wearing. Like she just like, yeah girl, this with these shoes. And she was just like, yeah, like I'm looking at her hair, I'm just like, damn, this is a bad bitch. Like that's all I was thinking, like this is really a bad bitch, and I want to be like this bad bitch. Like y'all, I was inspired as fuck, okay? And I know I know, no need to tell me, I know, like I should have been inspired by something else, but y'all, I don't know, I just saw her as a black woman, you feel me, making her money the way she's making her money, because I don't judge people, and you feel me, she living good, she got her own place, she got a Benz, she got, you feel me, she got a man, she got everything, like she's good, like in my eyes she's good. So you know, she ended up leaving and stuff, and she's just like, all right girl, like I'll see y'all later. And yeah, so I get up in the kitchen, because you know me and Cash is hungry at this point. So I'm just like, okay, let me look for something to cook. So I look for something, and Kenny comes in, he like, oh, okay, like what you about to cook, cuz? Because you know, he was calling me cousin. So he just like, what you about to cook? And I'm just like, I don't know, I see something in here, like I'll just cook, you know, this. And he was just like, all right. So I ended up frying up some chicken, making some mashed potatoes and some green beans and some cornbread. Like y'all, I really got up in that kitchen and started cooking, because that's what I used to do. I would cook, I didn't play. So yeah, like I cooked up that food, and we ended up like eating that at the table, and Cash and Kenny was just like having a little side conversation. I'm just on my sidekick talking to my best friend, because now I'm telling my best friend what's going on, because y'all, I didn't tell my best friend shit, so she don't know nothing. So I'm pretty much telling her like, girl, Cash was supposed to turn himself in, he didn't turn himself in, and now you feel me, I'm on a run with him. My best friend like, bitch, what the fuck did you just say to me? I'm like, girl, I know. She was like, girl, I'm gonna call you when my minutes is free. Cause what? She like, girl, cause what? So I'm like, girl, yeah, I really love this nigga. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this, but you know, like I'm doing it. So she just like, oh my God. So we just like typing back and forth, and Cash was like, Misha, go get your purse, like, you feel me, show him the deuce 5. So y'all, I get up proud as fuck. I get up, I go get my purse, I pull out my little deuce 5, and then you feel me, like I'm showing it to him, like I got it in my hand, and I'm like holding it, and I'm like showing him the gun. Mind you, it's a little gun, it's like this big, it's like a little bitty tiny little gun. So he like, oh, this shit clean, like I gotta get my bitch one, like this is nice. And he's like, yeah, I had to get this one, you feel me, like I had to get this one to my girl, like she gotta stay strapped at all times just like me. And I'm like, yep, That's right, baby. Like, y'all, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh my God. Like, it sounds crazy when I say it out loud now. But yeah, so I'm just over there proud and shit. And he just like, all right, I see y'all. Like, I see y'all. So then I get my blicky back and I go put it in my purse. And you feel me? I finished eating my food. Then my best friend called me. So my best friend called me. She like, girl, what is going on? What are you talking about? What? Like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, my best friend, she used to really just like my best friend was a virgin for a very long time. Like, she stayed a virgin up until like 20 something. So my best friend was just like so innocent, so pure, so sweet, so loyal, so everything. Like, she was everything. So she just like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? What do you mean you want to run? Like, what? So I'm like, girl, like, and then at this time, y'all, with me dealing with Cash, I didn't talk too much over the phone. So I'm just like, girl, you feel me? So I'm using code. Even when I was texting her, I was using code shit. Like, I'm talking in code. But I'm just like, yeah, girl, you feel me? Like, we hiding out right now. You feel me? Like, I'm like telling her, and she's just like, girl, what? Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, girl, yeah, but everything gonna be cool. Like, everything gonna be good. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. I'm writing for my man. So she just like, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. So she just like, okay, well, I love you, best friend. Like, stay safe. You know, I'm here if you need me. Like, I got you. So I'm just like, I know, best friend. And so we hang up the phone, and you know, like, me and Cash ended up washing the dishes together, and then we showered, and then we got back on the couch and we just fell asleep. The next day come. So the next day come, and of course everybody pretty much still sleeping. Most definitely Kenny and his girl, they still sleeping in because, you know, she got off late. So we just like chilling. I end up calling my mom, just talking to my mom, like, oh, you know, like, I'm still at Cash house, because of course I moved there, but I would still tell my mom like what I was doing, but I didn't want to tell her exactly like what was going on. So I'm just like, oh, you know, like, we just at Cash house, we gonna probably go to the mall and do this and do that. So my mom was just like, oh, okay, you know, like, all right, thank you for checking in, whatnot. And yeah, so it's getting later in the day. Me and Cash, we first of all, we ain't got no car. His mama had the brother come take the car, so we ain't got no car. So we just like literally just cooped in the house. But it wasn't that bad, because it's like at the end of the day, we don't need to be out, because it's like, yeah. So we just in there, and Cannon and his girl end up coming out the room, and she just like, girl, you really got to come to the club. Like, I already told the owner about you. Like, I told them that I may bring a new girl in, so like, girl, you really got to come. So I'm just like, okay, like, I'll come. And she's just like, okay, I'm gonna show you the outfits that you can wear, and I'll give you some shoes too. So I'm just like, all right. So she was just like, yeah, girl, like, you gonna like this, like, it's gonna be good. So I'm just like, okay. So the next day actually was the day of Thursday. So Thursday come, and she just like, girl, like, are you ready? You know, like, it's just an amateur night, so you ain't got to get up there and do too much. It's just amateur night, but you feel me, like, do your sexiest moves, and you feel me, like, you should get hired. So I was just like, who, like, yo, I'm over there nervous as hell. So I'm just like, oh my God. She was like, and it is a white club, so it ain't like it's a ghetto club where you gotta be shaking ass and like doing too much. You really just gotta be like sexy, like wear your makeup, and you know, she was like, and I'm gonna hook you up, like, I'm gonna do your makeup, get your outfit, like all of that. She was like, but you know, like, I want you to at least see if you like it. If not, then you don't have to do it. So I'm just like, okay. So y'all, she shows me the outfit. The outfit that she gave me was this green fishnet outfit. Like, it was green fishnet. It was like long sleeves. The whole thing was like fishnet, but it was cute as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, it was so fucking cute. So, and it was brand new. She didn't give me nothing used. It was a brand new fishnet, but it was lime green. So she gave me this lime green outfit, right, with these black shoes. And I'm just like, oh my God, am I really finna do this? So I go in the bathroom, I try it on. I'm just looking in the mirror like, am I really about to do this? Like, am I really about to try to be a dancer? Like, for real, for real? So I take a deep breath after I put it on. Like, I'm just like, let's just try it. Don't know why she wanted me to be a dancer so bad. Like, she just thought I was so pretty, and she just was like, girl, you can make some money. Like, I can see you really making some money out here doing this. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, let me just go out there and let me show them this outfit. So I go out there, and I show Cash the outfit. Kenny, he in the room. So don't think I just went out there with a fishnet outfit like, hey, y'all. Like, no. Kenny's in the room. Cash is in the living room with Cannon's girlfriend. So I go out and I show them the outfit, and they just like, oh my god, like, girl, that look good on you. And Cash like, damn, my bitch bad, like, stop playing. Like, y'all, Cash used to gas me up. He was just like, you look good as fuck, babe, like, that look good on you. So I'm just like, oh my god. And she was just like, don't worry about your hair. What I'm gonna do with your hair is I'm gonna take the braids out that's in the front, because it would be like this much braids, so it would just be enough to just cover up my tracks. So like maybe like just a few rows of braids, so probably like maybe like this much of braids. So she was like, we're gonna take the braids out, and then I'm just gonna straighten your hair over the leave out, so the curly hair we're gonna just blend it in. So I'm just like, okay, like, all right. So I ended up taking down my braids that was in the front, and she straightened my hair really, really good and pressed it out, and she fixed it really, really good. Like, y'all, it blended over the tracks. It looks so fucking bomb. So I had like a side part with like curls all over, like loose curls all over, y'all. And she did my makeup. When I tell you she did my makeup, I did look like a clown though, I did, but it looked pretty. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it looked really, really pretty. And I was just like, oh my god, like, I never really seen myself with makeup on. So I was just like, oh my god. So I'm in the mirror just like looking at myself like, what the fuck, like, am I really about to go be a dancer? And I swear all I kept thinking about was Players Club, because y'all, Players Club is really one of my favorite movies. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna get up there and do what Diamond did. I'm just gonna do like a little sexy move, and that's gonna be that. I'm gonna do like some type of white girl move, shake my hair and do some little thing, and maybe put my hair behind my ear and flip my hair. Like, I'm gonna do that type of stuff. And you know, I already had like, I always had like nice sized boobs, so I was just like, you know, like in that outfit it complimented it, like it pushed them up. So I'm just like, okay, got my boobs, like, you feel me, like I felt like I look good. So I'm just like, oh my god. So y'all, it's time for us to leave the house. So I ended up telling Cash bye, but I didn't have the green outfit on. Like, I took the outfit off, but I had something else on it, and of course we packed that. I had a little bag that I put all of that in. So I'm just like nervous as hell, because I'm just like, I'm really about to be a dancer. Like, is this really about to be my life? Like, for real, for real? Mind you, I'm 18 years old. So y'all, we get to the club. She tell them like, oh, we got an amateur, like, got an amateur for amateur night, no dancer for amateur night. You know, like, she just gonna chill here until it's her time to go up. So I go into the locker room with her, and the girls is like looking like weird, but they like minding their business. Like, they looking, but like, I don't know if y'all ever been, well, of course a lot of people haven't, but a lot of people that have been inside of a stripper's locker room, like, they'll look at you and stuff, but then they'll be minding their business, but they'll give you that look like, like trying to size you up to see like how much money they think that you might be making. So I went back there with her and stuff, and I was looking around, and she's just like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna just get dressed, and then you can go sit back out there, like sit at a table or something. So I was just like, okay. So she gets dressed, we head out, you know, she's saying her highs and to people or whatnot. So then we head out, we get to a table, I sit at the table. She's just like, okay, well, you can sit right here, I'm gonna put your name on the list, and then when they start doing amateur night, like later on, that's when you can go up there, and you don't have to take nothing off, but you feel me, you gotta just go up there and look sexy. So I was just like, okay. Mind you, I don't have my clothes on just yet. So I'm just like sitting there, and she was just like, when it get closer to that time, then that's when you can go change in the back, and then you can go on stage. So I was just like, okay. So I'm just like watching everything, y'all. I'm observing everything. I'm observing people dancing. I'm observing the people in there, because it wasn't crowded just yet when we got there. Like, when we got there, it was like barely opening, so people wasn't really doing too much. So when I'm watching everything, I'm watching it fill up. Like, I'm just pretty much just like, you know, like, I don't look like I'm a dancer, because of course I don't have my outfit on. I just look like I'm just there just chilling. So she came, and she was just like, you want to drink? And I'm like, I don't drink. She was just like, okay, but you could at least just like, you want to just try something. And at this time, y'all, I literally would drink like Boone's Farm or a wine cooler or something like that. I wasn't really into like alcohol. So she was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just have them make something that's like fruity and not too much, just so you won't be just sitting here, like you could sit here and be drinking like as if you know, while you observing. So I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, I wasn't tripping. I'm like, all right. Mind you, I'm not 21. I'm not 21 at all. No, I'm 18. So she comes back with the drink, and she gives me the drink, and she's just like, you know, like, just sip this and just sit there and just look cute. So I'm like, all right. And I'm just like sipping. Mind you, I'm still observing. Like, I'm observing the way the girls is dancing. I'm observing the people on the stage. Like, I'm just looking around at the environment. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, being in that type of environment, in that type of world, it's a whole nother world, to where it's like, I was intrigued, because I'm just like, who not intrigued by fast money? Like, who don't want fast money? So I'm just looking like, damn, like I always wanted to be a dancer, but it's really about to go down for sure. I'm just like, oh my God. So she come up to me after I'm like halfway done with the drink. Mind you, I'm babysitting this drink because like I said, I don't drink. So I'm babysitting the hell out this drink. So she was just like, okay, like, is you done with the drink? Like, they about to start amateur night. Like, you got to go get dressed now. It was like a little area. So she takes me to like this little area where it's like ducked off where I could just like put my outfit on. So I put my outfit on. She take my clothes. She put them in her little locker area. So I put the outfit on and she's just like, okay, like, let me look at you. And she looking at me. She's like, okay, like, you look good. Like, you look fine. Like, don't be nervous. Try not to be shy. Hopefully the little bit of alcohol you drank, like, it'll loosen you up just a little. Get up there and just, you know, like, just go with the music and just try to be sexy. She was like, that's all you got to do is be sexy. So I was like, all right. Okay. So then I go back and I sit back down and, you know, they calling all the amateurs, calling all the people that came to, you know, dance. So, y'all, I'm sitting there nervous as shit. So I get up there. They call my name. Well, they called Coco. So they was just like, you feel me? Like, Coco coming to the stage. So, y'all, when I tell y'all I was so fucking nervous, I got up there walking. I felt like my ankles was, like, shaking and shit. So I get on. So they have it to where it stairs on both sides. And like a rail. So the rail, and then you walk up. You can walk up either side. So I walk up on the side and I'm holding on to the rail. Mind you, I'm walking so slow. Like, y'all, I am terrified. I'm literally walking like a damn turtle because I'm just like, am I really doing this? Am I really doing this? Like, am I really doing this? So, y'all, I'm just like, what the fuck? So they play some music, and the music they played was like, I can't even think of the song. Like, I can't think of the song, but it was just like a mix. And it wasn't too bad, but I was just like, you know, like, I just got up there and I just started dancing. So I'm just like up there kind of just like dancing a little bit, but I'm not twerking. I'm not shaking. I'm just kind of like, you know, like, dancing a little bit like on the pole. I'm holding on to the pole and I'm just like kind of just like doing this like how I saw a diamond. Like, I'm just kind of like moving with the flow and I'm flipping my hair and I'm doing stuff like that, and you know, I'm touching myself and I'm just like doing like all this type of stuff, like, you know, like thinking I'm cute and, you know, like just up there thinking I'm like super cute. So yeah, it didn't last that long, thank God. It was just only one song, so I was able to just, you know, get through that one song. And the whole time I'm thinking like, am I really doing this? Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it wasn't as degrading as like my later on in life stripper experiences, because I didn't have to take my clothes off. So I didn't feel like I was doing anything too bad, too wrong. I just felt like I was dancing on a pole. Like, who haven't like danced on a pole before? Like, I feel like everybody has danced on a pole, you know, like tried to like dance sexy on a pole. So you feel me? I'm just like up there just trying to like, you know, channel my inner white girl while I'm trying to, you know, get hired at this club. So, you know, when I got done, they ended up clapping because at the end, you know, they was clapping. So then I'm just like, oh my God, maybe I did good. So I got down and I ended up sitting down, and Candy's girlfriend ended up coming up to me. She was like, girl, you did good. Like, you did like a good job. Like, I'm sure you're going to get hired. Like, you did really good. And she was like, how do you feel? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, that was a lot. Like, I'm scared as hell still. Like, I'm terrified. And she was just like, well, you did really good. Like, let me go see like what they say. So I'm just like sitting there looking around. So, y'all, at that point, I'm just like, I'm ready to go. Like, I don't even want to be here no more. Like, I can't believe I really just got up there and danced up there. Like, thank God I didn't have to take my clothes off, but it's just like still the fact that I got up there and did that shit. Like, oh my God. So a lot of things is running through my mind. Like, I'm having the craziest thoughts that's just like running through my mind. I'm just like, oh my God. So, yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? And so she was just like, well, you know, like, today's a Thursday. I don't have to stay here the whole time. We just gonna stay here pretty much for amateur night. And I'm gonna just work the floor a little bit, then we gonna eventually leave. But she was just like, they'll basically let me know an answer at the end of the day after everybody's got up there. So, like, so they gonna let me know then. So I was just like, okay. So I'm just like sitting up there, like just chilling and stuff. And yeah, I'm just like steady just watching everything that's going on, and I'm like intrigued, y'all. Like, I swear I'm just looking around like, oh my God, like, do I really want this for myself, y'all? And I'm not gonna lie, in that moment I was just like, yeah, no, this ain't for me. Like, I knew in that moment that it wasn't for me. I was like, hell no, I can't do this. Like, I'm 18 years old. Like, I'm still a baby. I don't want to be a stripper. Like, what if it be a stripper and then I turn it to something else? Like, y'all, I'm like letting my intrusive thoughts really take over me, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. So I ended up telling her like, yeah, girl, I don't know about this. This is too much for me. Like, I don't really want to do it. And she's just like, okay. She was like, that's fine. But at least you got up there, you tried it out, you saw that it wasn't for you. She was like, that's cool. You know, like some people would want to do this type of stuff and never do it. So she was like, you did good. So, yeah. So, you know, a couple hours go by. Then she was just like, you know, like it's super slow. We're going to leave. So we ended up leaving and we got back to the house probably like 1 in the morning. And Cash was knocked out on the couch. So I went, took me a shower, put on some pajamas, and then I just got on the couch with him and I just like cuddled with him. And you know, he woke up and he was just like, how was it? And I was like, it was cool, but it's not for me. He was like, well, you know what, it's cool. Like, you don't have to do it. It ain't like that was something that you had to do, that you at least attempted to do it. So I was just like, yeah. So we end up going to sleep, and then the next day comes. So the next day come, and it was, so Cash told me that was his cousin. So all of them pretty much knew each other, but Cash didn't really know Cannon's girlfriend. But it was a friend that she had that was, Cash said that was his cousin. But she was a stud, and it wasn't really his cousin. But this is what he told me. So I'm thinking like, okay, like he's introducing me to her as his cousin. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, this is his cousin too. So yeah, he introduced me to his cousin, and then we're going to call his cousin, we're gonna call her Shay. Let's just call her Shay. He like, Misha, this my cousin Shay. Shay, this my girl Misha. So, you know, we shake hands and she's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. Mind you, she was friends with Cannon's girl. So they was really, really close. So she was just like, yeah, I just came over here to check up on my girl. Like, what's up with you, Cash? Like, how you been? I ain't talked to you in a minute, cuz. Like, what's going on? So, you know, like, they end up just chopping it up, talking. I'm just, like, watching TV. So I'm just sitting on the couch, just, like, watching TV and stuff. And, you know, like, they just talking. So then Kenny ended up coming out of the room, but his girl was still in the room. So he ended up coming out the room. So all three of them now talking. So now Cash, Shayla, and Cannon sitting there having a whole conversation, just talking about a lot of shit. So I'm just like still sitting there watching TV. I'm on my sidekick, probably changing my way and just like, you know, talking to my best friend or whatnot. So Cannon girl ended up coming out and she just like, oh, what's up, Shay? So she was just like telling her like, girl, so, you know, like telling her the problems she was having with her girl or whatnot. So, you know, I'm just listening because y'all, I'm nosy as fuck. Like, even though I'm watching TV, I'm listening to the whole conversation because why the fuck not? Y'all talking in front of me. I'm these little ears. They I got some little ears, but these little ears be working. So yeah, so they all just like pretty much just like chopping it up and stuff. And so Cannon girl ended up bringing up like the amateur night the night before. So we just like talking about it, and they like, yeah, like how did it go? Like, was you scared? Like what happened? Like, is you gonna do it? So I'm pretty much just telling them like, no, like y'all, it was too much for me. Like I got up there and I did the best I can, but I was terrified. Like my anxiety was through the roof. Like I can't do that. I probably have a damn anxiety attack on stage. So I was just like, yeah, no, maybe I need to like practice, take some pole dancing classes first, or you know, like I'm like, I kind of want to get some experience first. So they were just like, oh, okay, you know, like that's cool. And yeah, so we just like chilling and stuff. So they was just like, okay, well, let's go out. Like, let's go out to eat and get some drinks and like just like chill. So we like, okay, cool. Like, and mind you, Cannon's girl had a nice car and Cannon had a nice car. So I'm like, okay, well, we ain't got to worry about getting pulled over if don't nobody drive crazy because, you know, they got nice cars. They don't got not saying that nice cars don't get pulled over, but you have a better chance of getting pulled over in a fucking old school scraper in the Bay Area versus a Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, so I rode with her and Shay, Cannon, and Cash, they rode together. So, yeah, she was just like, girl, you did good. Like, we just like steady talking about stuff. She was just like, you know, like just talking to me. Like, I'm happy that she wasn't trying to like pressure me and make me feel uncomfortable. She was just like, you know, like you did good. Like you did a good job and whatnot. She was just like, but you know, like what y'all gonna do? Like how long y'all plan on staying and like what y'all gonna do? But she wasn't saying it. Like she wasn't saying it in a way like what y'all gonna do? Like how long y'all plan on staying in my crib? Because yeah, she was just like what y'all gonna do? Like how long is he plan on going to be like, you know, how long is he gonna try to be on the run? Eventually he either is gonna get caught or have to turn himself in, like eventually. So like what is the next step? And I was just like, honestly, I don't know. Like I really don't know. I'm just literally riding with this man. And she was just like, okay, well, you know, I feel you, like young love, like I feel it, you know, but you know, always have a backup plan. Like she most definitely told me have a backup plan. So I was just like thinking to myself, like, she right, like, what the fuck, how long are we gonna go on the run? Like, what are we going to do? How much time is Cash even really looking at? Like, should he just go sit down and take that time before it's like way too late and they like really try to give him a million damn years on top of the time he already had because this man didn't ran off? So I'm just like, damn, like, I'm just like thinking about so much shit, and I'm like, fuck, like, what are we gonna do? So we ended up going to go eat. And we just went to like a little restaurant, and we went to go get some food, and we sat there, we ate, and you know, like, everybody had drinks or whatnot. Of course I couldn't get drinks, but I was drinking out of Cash's drink. So I'm just like drinking his drink and stuff. Yeah. So y'all, we just all just chilling, you know, having a good time. It was cool. Like, everybody just having a great time, I will say that. So then it's time for us to leave, you know. Cash paid for us, they paid for them, whatnot. So then we ended up getting back in the car. We ended up going back to her house. So we go back to her house, and you know, now everybody ready to just like really just like smoke, chill, and, you know, unwind. So I'm rolling a blunt, Cannon's girls rolling the blunt, Shay is rolling the blunt. Like, we rolling our blunts because we about to like have a real smoke session. So we just like talking and laughing. Like, y'all want to play a card game? Like, what do y'all want? Y'all want to play something? So we like, hell yeah, like, let's play something. Mind you, I don't know how to play nothing but goldfish. So baby, please don't put the cards away. Put the cards away. I don't know how to play dominoes either. Put it away. Put it away. But I can play like a kitty game. I can play something like that. So y'all, I couldn't play none of the games that they was playing, of course, because I didn't know how to play. So I'm just like observing and just like watching and whatnot. But you know, they end up playing dominoes and stuff, and we just like big smoking at the table, like, just like, you feel me, just chilling. Like, everything was good. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, everything was so cool. So you know, we just smoking and just talking and laughing, playing music and just chilling or whatnot. So y'all, I used to get sleepy, okay? I used to stay up all night, but then there was times where I would get sleepy. Like, if I smoked a lot, I would get tired. So I ended up just like curling up on the couch with a blanket, just, you know, just watching TV. I'm high as fuck, so I'm stuck as fuck. So I'm high as hell. So I'm just like, girl, you got like some brownies or some cookies or something? Like, I want to bake something. So she's like, no, but this is what I got. And like, she had like some snacks. So I'm just like, okay, I'll eat the snacks. So y'all, I'm sitting on the couch just like eating cookies and chips and shit. Like, I'm high as fuck, fucking that shit up. That shit tastes so good when you high. So I'm just like tearing it up. I'm just like looking, the eyes all low and shit. But I'm just like, you know, watching them play their games and whatnot. So, you know, they was playing for a minute. Then everybody pretty much started like to wind down, get tired. They stopped playing. So Cash ended up coming on the couch with me. We just like was just chilling right there. And Cannon and his girl, they ended up going in the room. So Shay, she was there, but she ended up getting on the other little couch, and you know, she fell asleep too. So me and Cash, we ended up falling asleep as well. Everybody pretty much just, you know, we tired. Everybody high as fuck. Like, we ready to lay the fuck down. We didn't ate good, you know, we didn't have snacks. Like, it's time to lay it down. So yeah, we all end up falling asleep. The next day comes. So mind you, y'all, we only been at her house for about 3 or 4 days. We ain't even been there hella days. We only been there like 3 or 4 days. So the next morning come, Cannon girl, she made breakfast for us. So she got up in there and made pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns. Like, she made us a nice big old breakfast. So we all sit there, we eat breakfast, everything cool, you know. Yeah, so then after we ate, I washed the dishes because, y'all, I don't mind. If somebody cook, I'm going to wash the dishes. I don't mind. So I washed the dishes up. And then I go back in the living room. I ended up getting my stuff ready. I shower. I get my clothes on. And, you know, I'm just, like, chilling for the day. So we just, like, watching TV or whatnot. And I don't know what happened because, y'all, I would be in my own goddamn world. So I really don't know what happened. But Cash and Shayla end up getting into it. So I'm sitting on the couch and they come from outside. So they was outside and then they come back in the house. So I wash the dishes. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching TV. I'm just like, you know, just chilling. So Cash and Shayla come in and like everything was cool. And then I don't know, Shayla had said something to Cash. And y'all, Cash was crazy. Like, Cash was really like batshit crazy. So when she said something to him, I'm just like looking like, bitch, you know your cousin is crazy because this your cousin. Like, you know this nigga's crazy. I didn't see this nigga in action. Like, well, what's up with you? So like they going back and forth, like they really getting into it like real bad. And she just like, yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, I'll smoke you. And he like, bitch, you got me fucked up. And da 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 da. Like they literally going back and forth. Like they really just like arguing back and forth. And I'm just like, what do I do? Like, this is his cousin. Like, do I jump up and just start beating this bitch up? Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I know this your cousin. Like, y'all, I'm sitting there contemplating like what I should do, because I'm just like, fuck, like, you know, family get into it. Like, I don't want to be that girlfriend where it's just like, oh, you get into it with your cousin, I jump up and beat the bitch up. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? So I'm just like sitting there, because y'all, I really didn't know what to do. I'm just like, you know, like at the end of the day, this is your cousin. So I'm just like sitting there. And they just going back and forth, and like they just like cussing at each other. But I can't say it wasn't getting too bad, but it was just like them going back and forth, like saying like little weird shit back and forth. So I was just like, this is fucking awkward, okay? Because one part of me wanted to get up and just sock her in her mouth and just start drilling her, and then the other part of me was just like, do I say stop? Like, what the fuck do I do? So I just sat there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I just sat there like, maybe they gonna just stop arguing. So Kenny ended up coming out the room, and he just like, what's up with y'all? Like, hold on. Like, y'all family, like, stop arguing. Like, what the fuck going on? And they ended up like telling like, oh yeah. So basically, Shayla and Cash was sitting in the car, and Cash had, Shayla, it was some weed that came up missing. So Shayla immediately blamed Cash. And Cash just like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't gotta steal no weed from you. Like, bitch, do you know who I am? Like, fuck is you talking about? I don't gotta steal from you. Like, come on now. And she just like, oh, I had it right here, and now that it's missing, and da 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 da. He like, well, I didn't take it. Like, I don't have to take no weed from you. Like, I can get weed. That's no problem. Like, I got bread. I got money. Like, I don't need to take no weed from you. And that weed you had was whack as fuck anyway. So, bitch, I ain't gotta take your weed. So that's basically the situation that had happened. So when they came in the house, I guess she was still just like, yeah, like, nigga, I know you took my weed or whatnot. And he just like, I ain't gotta take no fucking weed from you, bitch. Like, what? Mind you, this ain't even really his cousin. I'm thinking this is really Cash's cousin. This ain't even Cash's cousin. I didn't find that out until after the argument and after Shayla had left. And I'm just like, I told him, I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if you wanted me to get up and just start taking off on her or what. I'm like, because that's your cousin. And he was like, babe, that ain't even my cousin. Like, that ain't my real blood cousin. We just grew up together and we call each other cousin. He was like, but that's not my cousin. I'm like, well, why didn't you say that? I would have beat the bitch up. He was like, no, it wasn't that deep. Like, I didn't want you to have to, you know, fight her. Like, it, you know, she wasn't gonna do shit no fucking way. So I'm just like, okay. So that had happened. So after that situation happened, I'm just like, okay, like, let's just smoke some weed and, you know, call it a day and just chill and like figure out what we gonna eat and, you know, like just chill out. So yeah, like a couple days passed by. Like, let's just jump forward. So a couple days passed by, right? And what happened? Cash mama ended up calling. So Cash mama ended up calling his phone, and she was just like, the police just hit my house. They looking for you. Like, they came looking for you. Like, I don't know how long you plan on being on the run or what you about to do, but the police is looking for you. You need to figure out what the fuck you about to do, son. So he just like, fuck, man, like, what the fuck am I going to do? And I'm just like, honestly, Cash, like, maybe you should turn yourself in. Maybe it won't be too bad if you just turn yourself in now, and they won't give you a lot of time, because how long we gonna stay here? Like, what if Shayla want to be a weird bitch and have the police come here? Like, we got to really think about what we gonna do. We don't have no other option. So maybe you should just turn yourself in. And he was just like, but oh man, I'm not trying to go to jail. I'm not trying to sit down. I'm just like, honestly, I'm gonna always be here for you. Like, I'm not gonna leave your side. Like, you got me. Like, I'm not gonna leave you. So he was just like, you got me. And I'm just like, yeah, like, I'll always come see you. I'll see whenever your mama, like, whenever the visiting days is, me and your mom can come see you. Like, let's just thug this out. I'll get a job. I'll take care of you while you in there. I can save up, and then we can get us a place, you know? And he was just like, all right, like, you know, like, I'll think about that. So he thought on it real hard, y'all. He did. He thought on it real fucking hard. He was like, okay, well, since I'm gonna turn myself in, you know, because he basically was just like, you know what, babe, like, you right. Like, I'm gonna just turn myself in before it's like too late and they like, you know. Yeah, when he said that he was gonna turn himself in, he ended up telling his mom, like, you feel me, like, can you get another room? Like, let me just spend like a day with my girl before it's time, before I go turn myself in. So his mom was like, all right, I'll go get you a room. So she ended up going to go get us a room and picking us up and taking us to our room. And before we left and stuff, like, you know, I told Cannon girl bye. We ended up taking each other number down, and she's just like, yeah, girl, whenever you're ready to dance, you already know where to come. If you want to hang out, whatever the case, like, you're more than welcome. Y'all more than welcome to come back or whatnot. She was like, you know, like, you cool as fuck. So me and her, we did still be cool for a minute. Like, we stayed cool for a minute. But yeah, Cash mama ended up coming to pick us up. So she picked us up, took us to the room, dropped us off, and y'all, me and Cash, we made love like it was no tomorrow. Okay, like we got it in. Okay, like we got it in. Just know my body was sore. His mama come pick us up, and it's time for Cash to turn himself the fuck in. So yeah, y'all, Cash turned himself in, and when I tell you I cried like a baby, I cried so fucking bad, because I was just like, that's my man. Like, no, like, what am I gonna do without him? And he just was like, you gonna hold me down? Like, you gonna be there for me? And I was just like, yeah, like, I would never leave you. Like, I love you, because y'all, I couldn't nothing keep me apart from that man. Like, jail, hell, nothing was gonna keep me apart from that man. So I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, going to that jailhouse, y'all, I was just sitting there like, oh my God. But I felt a relief. I was like, you know what, this is good, because it's like he did need to turn himself the fuck in, because how long was we gonna go on a run? And it ain't like he did some crazy shit to where it was like, you feel me, you about to go sit down for 10 years or something. So it was just like, nigga, just go do your time and go. So you know, they book him, of course. We didn't talk to him for a minute. We didn't talk to Cash for so long, to where I used to be at his mama's house sad as fuck, like just dragging my fucking feet, sad as shit, laying on the couch like just miserable, sad, because y'all, I didn't want to go back home. I wanted to still be around his family, even though this man was in jail. Like, I didn't want to leave nowhere to where, you know, like, he think that I'm doing some crazy shit or anything. So it was just like, I'm just gonna stay at your mama's house. And his mama didn't mind. She didn't care. So yeah, finally we get in touch with Cash. He ended up calling, so we finally get like more information on his case and everything. So yeah, y'all, Cash turned himself in, and it was really like a relief. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was really a relief. But yeah, that's pretty much the story on how I went on the run with Cash, and I don't regret it. I feel like that really molded me into the person that I am, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, Cash, our relationship was real. Oh my, I can't even really explain how our relationship was, but it was on some like, when I think about me and Cash relationship, I think of hood love. That's it, like just a hood love, like hood love. But anyways, y'all, so yeah, y'all, Cash turned himself in. I stayed at his mama house while he was in jail the whole time. The whole time he was in jail, y'all, I stayed at his mama house, and I ended up getting a job, so I was able to, you know, take care of him while he was up in jail. And his mama, you know, did her part too, but she would take me to go visit him when he was able to get visitors, and we would go visit him and stuff. And yeah, y'all, that is the story on how I went on a run with my damn boyfriend. But yeah, this is a long ass story. So yeah, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I know I was young and dumb, y'all ain't gotta tell me, I know. But yeah, y'all, all right, y'all, bye.